Hey everybody, Jim the Tabletop Engineer here, and welcome to another playthrough of Core Space from Battle Systems. This is going to be scenario number 3. It's called Interview with the Purge. Sorry, I'm having to look at my book over here. Interview with the Purge, and I'm going to explain the setup, but I have changed it just a little bit. In the original version of the rules, if you're playing with an opponent, both of you have a crew member in this bar area here, and they sort of wait until you come to get them. What has happened is the Purge, this is I think on a space station, the Purge have landed, they're attacking, and so you want to get in and get your crew member, or in this case you're supposed to be recruiting them, and then get them off the ship. But I've been playing with 3 crew members because since I'm playing this solo, I played a game called Salvage Run, which allowed you to have up to 3 crew members. So I assumed that I already had 3 crew. So in this game, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be pretending that I don't know this character. He is in the bar. The alarm goes off. My crew is in the ship. They want to go and grab him. Obviously, he wants to get out of there. Obviously, there's things to search and stuff like that. The hostility chart starts a little higher. It actually starts with 4 pegs. So at the start of my turn, when I place the first peg in guarded, that means there's a chance that the Purge will automatically start showing up. There are 6 places that they will spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4 up there, those little things. 5 over here, and 6 right here. We shall see how this plays out. I'm treating this sort of as a semi-rescue mission, not so much a grab and run kind of thing. Although there are crates that are filled with stuff, I've gone ahead and randomly filled those with the random number of chits for supplies. I didn't look at them, so I don't know what's what. And honestly, based on previous games, I very much doubt I'm going to have a lot of time to be doing searching. All of my crew members, the captain and Mac, who is the robot, are pretty much fully loaded with equipment. Quell is also fully loaded, so if they find anything that they want to take, they're gonna have to drop something, and that's not always in the best interest. I tend to like to keep in my hand what's in my hand. All right, so if you'll remember, if you've been following along with this, it starts out with the player's turn. All right, I've got the event deck shuffled. I'm ready to go. Just a couple things I want to clear up. There are 4 civilians on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this particular scenario, if I can do a persuasion check against a civilian and convince them to go to my ship, at the end of this mission, I get to roll a d6 for each civilian that makes it to my ship, and that's how much credits they pay me, sort of as like, I guess, a rescue fee or what have you, for safe passage. So there's 4 of those. So in this case, it may be to my advantage not to let the Purge target them. We shall see. What else? I have upgraded my 3 crew members with their most recent skills. They all have the number of skill points that they have allocated or that they've acquired. What else? Full health, and I think that's it. It's time to go. So it begins with the hostility phase, which is add 1 peg for every 3 crew. I will add a single peg to the guard. I'm now in guarded, and I draw an event card. Relaxed to full purge. Basically, each card has a range, depending on what hostility range you're in. Sometimes they're all in one, sometimes it's divided by the hostility tracker. So this applies to any of them. Finders Keepers. You find a piece of equipment that may be useful for your crew lying in plain sight. The player with the turn counter must choose a character. All right, so you roll a die to see what's in it. All right, I rolled a 5. Take a ship parts token. If it is already in play, take a ship's part 1 token. I'm not going to go digging through this bag right now for that particular part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one out and just set it with the card over to the side here so I remember that at the end of the game I may have gotten that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put it right here. It's in sight of my 2 crew. So I don't know. They can decide if they want to get it. It sounds pretty good. Ship parts are important to keep your ship repaired so you don't lose anything. All right, now it is the trader's phase. Now, if you'll remember, each trader is going to get a certain number of actions that's based on their card. So these two get 2 actions, and Quell gets 2. So it's always 2 for me right now. There's always a chance you could improve that later on, leveling up or what have you. All right, so on this turn, I'm gonna have Mac move his 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll have him move again, 5, 6, 7, 8. On his next turn, he'll pick this up, and because he's got a free slot, and then we'll keep going. All right, so the captain, it's his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not a lot they can do right now other than just get to this area over here. You can't tell from the top-up view, or maybe you can. The path goes this way. It goes in here. There's a door right here. Through here. Door. Door. And then there's a door over here somewhere. It is a long route to get over here. So I have a plan. There are windows that are meant to be shot and jumped through. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Quell move over to this box. He figures the alarm's going off. Everybody's sort of looking around like, what's going on? He's going to inspect this box and see what's in here. There is a rifle, a 1-2. He doesn't have any room really to carry anything. There is a shield belt. That sounds interesting. And then there is a military pistol. So you know what he's going to do? He is going to drop that health. I almost hate to do it. I'm going to drop this health token back in there and keep that belt token. I guess I could equip it now and look it up, but I have a feeling it's shields. Actually, I know what it is. It's 2 energy shields. It shows it on here. So I may equip that in just a moment. All right, so that one is done. So we did a search. Now he wants to get out of here. And let's see. The only way he can go is out this way and here, but there is a window right here. I am going to have him go 1, 2, 3, 4. And on his next turn, he's going to either shoot out that window or jump through it. I haven't decided yet. That is the end of the crew phase. Next, you normally go to the Purge phase. There are no Purge on the map. However, we are in guarded mode, which means I roll the black die to see if any harvesters show up. And 1 harvester will show up. And then I roll the white die to see at what number he goes. And I rolled a 3, which is up here. So right there, and he'll move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He sees a civilian right here. That's good. The civilian will want to run. And that's it for the Purge phase. Now you go to the civilian phase. Now normally, civilians you would roll the die. However, this one's got 4 inches between him. He sees the Purge, so he's going to attempt to run. There is a door right here. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's trying to run from the Purge. All right, then you go to this random chart for the others since there's no Purge. So let's do this one. Actually, let's do this one in here. I rolled a 4, which is join crew of closest trader in short range and line of sight. Absolutely. He's within short range. Here's the range meter, by the way. Short range is right here. So he's definitely within range. So he's going to join my crew. I'm going to tell him, get to my ship. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think I get to pick what he's carrying. So let's open up the thing. I'll reach in here and shake it up and draw one random one. He has an ammo clip. That doesn't make sense. He's got to be armed. Ammo clip. Come on. I drew 2, but let's see if one's a weapon. Neither one of these is a weapon. A vest and a grenade. He would not be carrying just a grenade. I'm sorry. He's going to need a pistol. Come on. Give him a pistol. Energy baton. That'll work. So he has an energy baton, which is really only good in short range. But, hey, it's a weapon. So he moved. Oh, yeah, this civilian. Let's see what he does. 1, which is move in a random direction. The direction is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then the other civilian, I did 1, 2, 3, that one. This is a 6. This is the live one roll. You ignore this until you are in, I think it's the cover me. So he does nothing. He just stays there. He's hacking away at this computer for some odd reason. All right, that is the end of that round. I place a peg in the hostility tracker. Draw a card. Deep connection. Your crew has learned to control the notoriously feral Murg. Keep this card and discard it during any of your turns to benefit from the following. Temporary handler. All right. The Murg is a playable character in this game. He is not in this game, so I'm gonna ignore this card. It doesn't really apply to me. However, the Murg has what's called a handler. So if your opponent had the handler and the Murg, apparently that card would let you, I guess, take control of the Murg or something. That's kind of cool. All right, my turn. This energy pistol is pretty good. It's a 2/2. I'm going to go ahead and take it for now. Oh, actually, that's not the energy pistol. Duh. This was the ship parts. So I'm going to flip it over upside down. Actually, I'll leave it there unless he decides to drop it. So he's going to move. There's a door up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to give him room. I'm going to move him here so the captain can get through the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a door right here. He's going to meet up, hopefully, with Quell over here. All right, so that is all those two can do. Actually, he moved 7, so I'm going to have him. He can't search. He did 2 moves. Never mind. Quell, there is a window here. There is a rule about breaking through a window. Let's see. The rules say jumping through a window. If the window hasn't been broken, subtract 2 from the die roll. You get a minimum of 1. All right, so you can't lower than 1. And it looks like the chart, I need to get a 3 or better to go through the window. So if you subtract 2, that means I need a 5 or 6. And I rolled a 5. Woo! All right, what does 5 do? 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 says you make it through but land badly. You are laid prone on the other side of the window. Treat this as a 1-inch fall, rolling 1 combat die for damage as usual. I assume that means you just roll this, the blue, and you take that number of points. So he takes 1 damage. And the way the shield belt works is basically it's got 2 points of protection. So if you take 2 points, it turns off. I think I'll have to read the rules again, but if you take 3, I think the belt is destroyed, or it doesn't. It's done for the game. All right, so he has it. So he didn't take any damage jumping through the window. The shield helped him, but he is prone, so he's going to have to stand up. He is actually knocked prone, and that is all he can do this turn. The civilian has come through, and that is all I can do for the crew. Now it is the Purge. I roll the die to see if a Purge shows up. Harvester. 1 shows up, and he will appear at number 6, which is right here. All right, that's cool. And he will move 1, 2. He's moved to engage with this civilian, and this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's moving towards this civilian. Let's see what this civilian does. He doesn't see one, but he does know this guy's here. So the question is, would he move randomly? I don't think so. I don't think he'd go back through there knowing there's a Purge there. So I'm going to treat it as he's continuing to run. So he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's trying to get away from that Purge. He's not over here to this large door yet to see this Purge. So on his next one, he would see that. Let's roll for this one. Will run. Remember, if they're engaged, they will run away from the Purge. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this guy gets a free attack. The Purge have, let's see, what do they have? They have two on they get 2 on hand to hand. So just 1 will kill him, and both of them missed. Excellent. All right, so I need to save this guy. Thankfully, my captain is on the other side of this door. That Purge moved. That Purge moved. Now it's the civilians. He moved. Oh, yeah, this civilian. Up here, sorry. Rolled a 3, which is Move into cover from nearest enemy if no cover or enemies move in a random direction. All right, so he'll move 4 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be all the civilians. It is. Oh, you know what? This guy didn't get to go on the crew, but you know what? He's staying put. He's not going to do anything. So that is the end of the civilian phase. Now I put a peg in the hostility tracker. I'm still in guarded mode, but there's getting ready to be some shooting. And shooting, the first shot in every game turn adds a peg, so it ramps up the danger. On Quell's turn, he will stand up. That's one action. He is going to, he's within 4 of the civilian, so he's going to attempt a persuasion on that civilian. His persuasion, it's a 1, which means you roll a die, and I believe I need to get 1 hit to successfully persuade, and I did. So I'm going to persuade him to follow me. So Quell is bringing all of these guys out. And all right, so he stood up. He did a persuasion. That's all he can do this turn. Let's find out what that civilian has for a weapon. Just reach in here, pull out a random one. He has a pistol. Excellent. All right, so he is armed too with that. So they're both armed, but the pistol is good because it's got range on it. Captain is going to come through this door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and he is going to take a shot at this harvester right here. The captain has a ranged weapon. We are in short range, and it says you can roll 2 dice. So I just need to roll 1 hit, and I rolled 2. So that's enough to destroy that harvester. Oops. Put that back on. All right, so he moved and he took an action. He cannot do a persuasion on that civilian to try and keep him, but I'm thinking that civilian may stay close. Hopefully he doesn't hit me. We shall see. Mac, go ahead and search this one on 1 action. There is it looks like a set of sensor goggles. Starship Parts 2. Well, I definitely want to keep that. And I already have Starship Parts 2. So do I treat that as he gets a second one? I guess so. And then there's an ammo clip. I'm going to leave all this alone. All I did was I swapped out the Ship Parts 2 with the token that I was using as a holding spot. So he still got that. So 1 action, and then his move action will be 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got the civilian sort of surrounded. And now we go to the purge phase. There is a purge here. 1, 2, 3. That's supposed to be 4 right there. So he's at the door. As soon as he comes to that door, he's going to have 3 guys gunning at him. Let's see what shows up. Actually, I'm still in guarded. 1 harvester, and it shows up at number 3, which is back down here, and it will move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, there's a slight grid on here if you're trying to see how I'm doing it. You can see it in some places. Others, it's a little lighter, but that's what I'm moving them for. Okay, that's it for the purge phase. Now it's the civilian phase. I've told the civilians, get to the ship, so I want them leaving without me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quell will come next. This civilian, let's see what he does. He rolled a 5, which is move towards the nearest unengaged trader and swap. All right, well, let's see what you have to trade. It's usually nothing that I want. He has a utility knife. Well, okay, now I know what weapon he has, but I don't want it. All right, so hopefully next I'm going to be able to persuade him. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, there's a civilian right here. Matt could have gone that way. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm trying to get my crew together. Safety in numbers. So when we go back, I will try to get him if he's still visible. All right, so there is a... Oh, you know what? I forgot this guy here. He's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would not have been within combat range of these two, so I'm going to have Quell deal with him on the next turn. So now that is the end of... Nope, I didn't do this civilian, sorry. 5, same thing. There's no traitor, so he would move in a random direction, which is this way. I'm just going to have him say, he wants to move that direction. There's no door, so he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me. Now, put a peg in. Now we are in watch your back, which is when things start getting dangerous. And I draw an event card. We're being hunted. I'm in watch your back. Triangulate. The Purge hijacked the local network to identify organic targets. If there are no Devastators in play, place 2 at the nearest entry point to a traitor. Devastators gain a 3rd action this round without the linked rule. Crap. Wow. Okay. 2 Devastators. Oh, man. The nearest entry point is here, because there's 2 traitors, so they're here. All right, they have what's called linked, so their actions have to be the same. However, this says the 3rd action does not have to be linked. So they would open fire. I mean, that's what I would do. You get 3 actions to take some hits. This isn't good for me, but they roll 3 dice too. All right, so I may be using up some skills here. All right, so I've got 2 civilians, a civilian, and a captain, and two traitors and 3 civilians. So they're going to they don't target the captain, for example, like the assassin does. So I basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 targets. So we're gonna do this randomly. I'm going to do the one on the right. He's going to take 3 shots. And I'm going to roll this die to determine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll re-roll a 6. 2. 1, 2. Don't kill the civilians. I'd rather him shoot me. So he's going to shoot at the civilian. All he needs is 1 hit. And he got it. So that poor civilian is history. So not only does that remove... a civilian, it reduces the odds on my other targets. All right, his second shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, is against Mac. Mac has no armor, but he does have some interesting abilities. Let me look these up to see if they're going to come into play. I don't think they will. Mac's a machine, so he has machine skills. He has scanner, and he has reroute, which isn't really any use. All right, so looks like 1 hit. So Mac loses a health point. And then his 3rd shot, I think the 3rd shot will be against the same target. Yeah, let's do it that way. And he gets another shot in, so he took out 2. Golly, I don't like that. All right, so he's done. Was that 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This guy, 3 shots. First target is 5, which I re-roll. I'm looking for a 1 to 4. He's going to shoot at Mac. And Mac takes a hit. Mac's down to 1 hit point. I'm gonna treat it the same. He would shoot at Mac again. Did I do that the last time? I think I did. He'll shoot at Mac again. And he takes out Mac. Mac is down. Now, Mac does have something called reroute, which says use after being defeated. It takes a skill, which he's only got 1 skill. And he stands back up with 2 health. So, gotta love the robots. All right, saving grace. All right. And then his 3rd shot would be, Mac went down, so he'd take a 3rd shot against my captain. So captain takes 2 hits. However, he's wearing a vest, which removes 1 of them. The vest doesn't get destroyed. It just takes 1. So he only takes 1 hit, which is excellent. And that is the end of these 2 guys. I'm in the event. So they did their thing. So now it is my turn. Captain's going to have to fire. These are my crew members. Actually, let's deal with Quell. Quell's going to fire at this harvester, and he gets 2 dice because he's at short range. That's enough to destroy that harvester. And then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to tell these civilians to target those Devastators. The only one's got a pistol, so that's all he can do. Captain. Let's see what the civilian's pistol's not going to do a whole lot because these guys are armor. Well, they're armor 1. Okay, armor 1. So I tell the crew member with a pistol, which is short range, and I don't think that's within short range. Man, where's short range? He's going to have to move. I'm going to tell him to move closer and take a shot. Shoot that guy. He gets 1 roll, so I need to roll 2 hits, and I did not. So his weapon doesn't jam. You need 2 of those. So he missed. Captain's going to take a shot at this Devastator right here. Captain gets 2 dice. And I have skills. I better start using my skills. Captain has... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Captain could have taken a reaction. A reaction when the thing shot at him. He's got that and that. He's got... he's got a ranged attack as a reaction. So I'm going to have him do that, and then he'll get his second shot. So he would have shot back. Let's see what he hits. And I didn't get anything. So he missed, and unfortunately this shot goes in here into the hostility tracker. Now he's going to take his shot, and I got 3. So that's enough to take out this Devastator. Now, Mac has a pistol that is 5 dice at short range, which, guess what? He's going to move in. He's going to move in 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is within short range. And he rolls 5 dice. Hopefully, I do not roll 2 exclamations, because that would mean the weapon jams. And I rolled 2 hits. He's got 1 armor, so it's enough to destroy this guy. All right, well played. All right, I have 2 civilians. There's a third over here, but these Purge are going to start flooding me now. So that is it for the crew phase. Quell moved and gave an order. Quell shot and moved, gave an order as a free action. Captain shot, but he didn't take a second action. But you know what? It's too late. He moved and he shot. So that's it for my guys. Now it is the civilian's turn. There's only 1 civilian left, which is this one up here. Purge phase. Now we roll, now we roll a lot of dice. All right, so you still roll this for harvesters. No harvesters. Now you roll it for devastators. 2 devastators. One of them's going to show up at number 3, just down here. And the other one will show up at 4, which is... Where's 4? Oh, 4's down here as well. All right, good. Far away from me. Keep them. Now, the bad news is... That's it. That's all I do for this. All right. So the Devastators could have been bad if they just showed up here. That could have been really bad, because poor Mac, he's hurting. All right, it is time to bail, guys. Do I want to take time to investigate this? I'm getting greedy here. Am I going to get greedy, or am I going to run? Okay, think. Quell's taken no damage. He's also got a shield. I'm gonna go ahead and play it this way. All right, so the civilians have gone. Did I roll for that civilian? I rolled for the Purge. The Purge will move. They'll move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one will move here. This one will move here. And that is it for the Purge movement. Now it's the civilians. So there's 1 civilian. He does 3, which is move into cover. So he's going to move right here in the corner, into cover. And the other 2 are in my control right now. So that is the civilian phase. Now it is turn over, put a tracker in, or a peg in the hostility tracker, draw an event card. I'm in watch your back. Comms failure. A power surge affects all comms between traders. Any characters out of line of sight of their captain are momentarily unsure of their orders and cannot use effortless actions. No big deal. All right. Okay, let's play this right. We're bugging out. All right, so the captain's going to tell these guys, follow me. They are crews, so they're going to get 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put that 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mac. Actually, I'll just move you here, and Mac's going to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Quell will go 1, 2, 3. All right, he's next to here. Let's see what's in here. I may regret this. There is a combat sword. No. I mean, definitely something good, but... And then there is an energy baton, and then there is ammo. So... I don't need any of that. So off you go. So he's got to get out of here. All right, that is the end of the crew phase. Now it's Purge. Once again, we roll for the harvesters. 2. All right, 1, 2. Let's see where they go. 3, which is up here. And the other one, 6. Great. All right, now the Devastators. Let's see if any Devastators show up. Roll the die. 1. Where does he go? 1, which is over here. So he can, all these guys can move on their 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't see anybody, so he's going to detect life. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would engage the closest one, which would be Mac. So he's engaged with Mac. But he can only do 2 actions, and they were both moves, so he's locked in. These guys right here would detect life. There is a door. Where did they not? Oh, they didn't go through the door back there. That is so dumb. Oh, no, there's a door right here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They don't see anybody, so he does. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not good. This is not good. Quell's going to get in some trouble, although I could run. We'll see. All right, that's the Purge phase. Now it's the crew, which is only that, or the civilians. That guy up there rolls a 1, which is random movement in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And that's it for the civilians. Now it's back to start of the turn. Put a peg in. I really don't want to hit the next hostility level because that's when the assassin appears and it guns for the captain. All right, and then draw an event card. I am in Watch Your Back. It's not mine. A random civilian drops an item from the token pouch and the character scatters. All right, so he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll drop a random item, which isn't going to matter because I'm not going for it unless it's, I mean, it would have to be amazing. It's whatever this is. It's a common pistol. So not going for that. That is it for the event. Now it's my turn. All right, Captain. Let's do Mac. Mac will turn to deal with him. Mac has a close hand-to-hand combat of 2, but he also has. I cannot break away without giving him a free action, so he would shoot. That would not be good. So let's see what Mac does. Mac is going to fight him. He gets 2. Oh man, come on, knock him down. I need 2 hits, and I did not get it. All right, that's 1 action. He will run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the other guy gets he's in hand to hand, so he only gets, what's his hand to hand? 2. So he gets a free attack. And I rolled a 1. Mac is down to 1 health. Mac, you better book it. All right, Captain can now do his thing. Captain has 2 dice to shoot on his weapon, so he'll take a shot. Actually, I'm going to use a skill here, is that sure shot? Sure shot. Make a ranged attack. The attack does not roll any dice. It scores 1 automatic hit, ignoring cover and armor. I'm going to use it. I'm using his last skill to ignore cover and armor. He has armor 1, so it would take him out. Captain says, let's get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yells to the crew, let's get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where was he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quell. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I may regret this. Those, well, no, I won't, because they can only move. They won't be able to catch me. So what I'm hoping, well, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This is looking good for my crew. That's it for my crew. Now it's the Purge. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, moving towards him. These guys will move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They see my guy, but he's going to get out of dodge in a moment. The only thing that could hurt me is this. Let's see. I put a peg in. That's the... Nope, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put him right. Civilian phase. Let's see what that civilian does over here. It'd be great if he ran this direction, but I don't think that's going to happen. 3 is move into cover. So he'll move back into cover. He hears all the shots and stuff, but just doesn't know quite what to do. All right, that's it for the civilian phase. And I did fire a shot, so I got to put a marker in here, which is okay because the next one is still in watch your back. It's the one after this that it moves up, and I get the assassin, but I think we're good. So draw an event card. Watch your back. Lockdown. Containment systems activate, sealing all doors. All doors are closed and locked, and elevators or online may not be used until the end of the round. Crap. All right. There is a window here. That door is locked. I'm trying to remember. So I can't go through that door until the next turn. So he's going to have to duke it out. Captain, do you go back? You can't because the door's locked. You can't go back, and this door's locked, so I can't go in there. All right, let's deal with Quell. That harvester I don't care about. Let's get rid of these Devastators, and let's see what Quell now has. Quell has some interesting skills, but not a lot of them. He does have one that will allow me to take a harvester out of action. The rank of the Devastator is rank 2. He has something called Hack. Use a skill to shut down a Purge character of rank 1 or 2 only within medium range. Remove it from play. Absolutely. You're gone. Ambush. Use when an enemy ends a move within 4 inches and you are in full or partial. I am not in full or partial. All right. His other skill is, what is this red one? Walk it off, which restores a health. That might come in handy. And then his final skill is this bullet counter shot. Yeah, counter shot. Reaction. After being targeted with a ranged attack, make a ranged attack against the attacker. Well, that guy's going to shoot me, no doubt. But I still get a shot, so I might be able to take him out. Let's see if we get lucky. He is in close range with a pistol, so he gets to roll 4 dice. Come on. I don't need 2 hit. 2 exclamations would lock it up. I got 1 and 1, so it didn't do anything. Okay. That's all Quell can do. These guys are out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, he's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's... And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll get out on their next turn. All right. Civilian phase. Doesn't really matter. He's just going to move in a random direction, which is this way. All right, he comes around to this way. And now we deal... Oh, no, I didn't do Purge. Let's see what happens. I roll for the Harvesters. None. I roll for the Devastators. 1. And he shows up at, don't say number 6, number 2, which is over here. And he will move. There is a door here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Quell is going to have to deal with him, probably, unless I send Mac to take care of him on my next turn, which I probably will. Okay. This guy will shoot first. He gets 2 times to shoot. He won't move, he'll shoot. So he is at 3 dice, which does 1 hit. He has a shield of 2, so that doesn't do anything. His second shot does 1, and that does nothing as well. So that shield belt is going to be quite the item. I may give it to the captain, or I don't know. Quell's my brute, so I may keep him with it. Okay, so that didn't work. So the harvester will move in. He only gets the 1 action, but that's enough because he engages me, so I can't move without taking another hit. It is the end of the turn. This guy will have moved, and this guy will have moved. It is the end of the turn, which means the doors are now unlocked. Unfortunately for me, the peg, Quell did Quell take a shot this turn? He did. Took a shot, so that bumped me up, and now I'm in cover me hostility, which is not good at all. So, crew phase. I'm gonna run, and he's gonna get an opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll stay here. He's not going through that door. He's not gonna go through that door. He will get an opportunity attack, so you just roll 1 die, and it doesn't do anything with the shield belt. This is going to be interesting. Okay, Mac. Mac has a short range 1. Let's see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is definitely within short range. Mac is going to move here, and he's going to take his 5-shot blast at... He's taking some shots, so I need to remove these tokens. He's going to shoot, and he gets 3 hits, which is enough to destroy that Devastator. So he's cleared the way. I should have done that first. So he comes out, yells all clear. What did I do? I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quell's booking it. That is it for well, he moves off. He moved and shot. He moved, so that's all I can do there. So basically, at this point, I roll for harvesters. It doesn't. You don't roll for harvesters. It just says 2 automatically appear. So 1 appears at number 4, which is down here, and another one appears at 5, which is here. Now you roll for Devastators, the black die. None appear. That's good. Then you roll for the assassin. Please, no assassin. There's only 1 assassin in the game, and he does not make an appearance. Excellent. All right. It really doesn't matter at this point. Nothing can happen lockdown-wise to prevent me from getting to the ship. So they would move 1, 2, 3, 4. He would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He would get out here. These guys would get in here. This guy would move down some. I don't know about that civilian, but at the end of the turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, he'd get out. Quell would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'd get out. And they successfully rescued Quell. As you can see, once things start ramping up, you really have to watch that you don't get swamped. This could have ended really poorly for Quell. The other thing you have to remember about this game is your characters have skills. The first 2 games I played, I totally just completely forgot to use my skills. They can really make the difference in like whether something makes a hit or an evade or a hack or what have you. So Quell being able to use that skill to shut down one of the Purge immediately saved me 2 firing attacks right there. If I had forgotten about that, Quell probably would have gone down. Mac, without that skill of reboot or reroute, he would have been dead and not have come back with 2 health. As it is, he's down to 1 health right now. So I really regret that I didn't get the 2 other civilians because that's a lot of possible money. So let's go ahead and roll for that. So I got 2 civilians off. The first civilian's going to give me 6 credits. Nice. The second one, he must be rich. The second one is going to give me 5. So I got 11 credits just for getting these civilians off. And that's great. All right, and I did get the ship parts, but that's it. I grabbed nothing else, which is, it's kind of disappointing because part of the enjoyment of this game is going looting and finding new things. But for now, I'm just going to have to do with what I've got. All right, so what I'm going to do, I will post this video shortly, and I will make the rolls for the ship, like, you know, what got damaged, things like that. None of my crew got killed, so I don't have to worry about that. There are some other post-game rolls that I'll make, and all of that will be summarized in the video description for the video. I hope you're enjoying this. Again, this is called Core Space. This is the rule book right here. This is the deluxe rule book. This is purchased separately. With the core game, you get the core rule book, which is about half this size. This just comes with extra scenarios, some advanced rules, and some reference stuff in the back, plus some short stories, character descriptions. It's just kind of nice. And there's a history of the Kickstarter, you know, how the company made the game. It's just an interesting read. If you really are into Core Space, this book's kind of a must-have. Now, that said, this is not a game that you can find just anywhere. You can still order it from Battle Systems, but here in the US at least, it can be somewhat difficult to find. There are game stores that carry it, and I will put links to some of them in the video description if you don't have a local game store and you want to do business with a local game store. I know of 2 here in Atlanta that sell this game and a lot of its expansions, and they also, I believe, do online retail. So I'll put those in there for you if you want. But if you feel that this game has been out too long, or you just don't want the trouble of trying to find all the expansions and stuff like that, you should be aware there is a brand new game called Core Space Firstborn, yeah. And it's not Core Space 2nd Edition. It is a totally standalone game, takes place in the same universe, has the same type design. There are some new mechanics in the game, as I understand it. I haven't gotten mine yet. I'm waiting on it. It's in fulfillment right now from Kickstarter. I should be getting it soon. But you have character sheets. You have this 3D terrain that you assemble. You have a neoprene mat that comes with the game. You have this sci-fi scatter terrain that you punch out and assemble. You have miniatures of the bad guys that you can paint up. It's called Firstborn, and because it's so new, you should start seeing it in local gaming stores, or at least be able to definitely buy it online. And then, of course, there will be expansions for it. Currently, Core Space has, I don't know, I've lost track. There's probably like 7 or 8 miniature packs that are expansions, and those come with miniatures, more counters for like equipment, and they also come with character cards, and they also come with a book that usually has anywhere from 1 to 3 extra missions that you can run, standalone missions. There are also terrain expansions, and I'm going to do a video on that very shortly. They sell large expansions, which can be around $100, $80 to $100, and what they come with is a mat and all this 3D terrain and the clips and stuff like that, and it's enough to really do a very impressive table layout. But in addition to those larger ones, they offer smaller ones, which are usually setting pieces. I've ordered a bunch of them. There's like one called Medical, another one called Engineering, and another one's called Docking Bay. And what they are is they're not as extravagant as this, but they're usually enough to put in a large room as like a set. They have like a look and feel. They're really cool. Trust me, I'm going to be uploading a video shortly showing you my punching out and assembly of some of those. All right, that is all I have for you today. I really hope you're enjoying my Core Space playthroughs. I'm trying to do these weekly. With the Christmas holiday over recently, I didn't get a lot of playtime with this. This game does require a little more time in setup and making sure all the tokens are placed and the characters and and everything. It's a little more time consuming, but it's totally worth it. As you can see, I love this game. It is very, very fun. And I'm not going to be stopping playing anytime soon. So I welcome you back in a week or so for another Core Space video. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me. Everybody, take care.